Check out this video a viewer sent to us from 5th Avenue South and Goodlet Frank near the new AC Hotel in Naples. As rain falls, water is filling up the streets. You can see that water is making its way over the curb and spilling over onto the sidewalk. You can watch those cars getting through it, the water way up on the wheels. The rain is adding to a problem people are already seeing in Fort Myers. This is video of First Street right before the Edison Bridge as people try to get home without the Bridge, and you can see there is a lot of traffic. Add rain and add the flooding. Hard to imagine it getting any better. As we take a live look at First Street right now, you can see cars are making their way through. Not seeing that backup quite that far yet, but as we head towards 5 o'clock, we probably will. Wink News reporter Jillian Haggerty is set up at the Edison Bridge. Jillian, are you starting to see any backups?
Amanda, the backup isn't too bad, and the only backup I'm really seeing is cars either turning onto the Edison Bridge from First Street or continuing going onto it. Now, this is the first rainstorm since the Bridge closure, and the Edison Bridge, cars have been moving smoothly on it. And now, it's not 5 o'clock yet, so it's not rush hour yet. Leading into that rush hour, I think that this will pick up a little bit more, but the rain has been on and off in downtown Fort Myers. I really haven't seen any flooding, and the only water I've seen is being picked up from the cars and being thrown at cars behind them. But I did speak with the PIO of Fort Myers, and she said that she's going to be keeping an eye on this weather to make sure that there is no flooding, but they do have signs in place to close roads if needed, and they also have people monitoring the drainage systems to make sure the roads are safe and the flooding doesn't get too bad if that's the case. And if there's any changes or updates, I'll be sure to keep you guys updated. Reporting live in Fort Myers, Jillian Haggerty, Wink News.
All right, Jillian, thanks. And pushing on with our team coverage, let's bring in Wink News reporter Amy Gallo. She's also keeping an eye out for flooding. So, Amy, where are you now? What have you been saying?
Right now I'm in a neighborhood just off McGregor Boulevard where we're seeing some flooding, the effects of the rain they've been having all day. If you take a look behind me, you can see just how much water is sitting on top of this road. And if you follow me here a little bit, you can see that the water it's pretty high. I mean, a couple inches here, and that does continue up until about halfway through some of these driveways. I want you to take a look at some video from here earlier today where we saw a few cars struggle with this curve on Southdale Drive and splash the water as they go through. We've driven through a great deal of Lee County today on the lookout for just that, signs of flooding. And we've seen it on neighborhood roads like this one, especially off McGregor Boulevard and Palm Beach Boulevard. Thankfully, the major roads, while wet, have been mostly flood-free. No real issues on Fowler, McGregor, Cleveland, Gladiolus, Palm Beach Boulevard, Daniels Parkway, or 6 Mile Cypress this afternoon. Cars are not driving any slower than usual, though there is the occasional puddle. While the rain is welcome by some, it isn't a great thing for others.
Feeling good. Needed it. It was hot, it was dry, and we really needed some rain.
Obviously, whenever you hear about significant rains, you start worrying about local flooding, but so far it hasn't been a problem with this particular rain, although I understand they're predicting that we're going to get considerably more over the next several days.
I'll be heading out again shortly to see what else we find. For now, live in McGregor, Amy Gallo, Wink News.